Hello, hello. My name is Addison. If you're new here, thank you for joining me at Leaping Lotus Tarot. I'm going to dive right into a Taurus reading today. Please only take the messages that resonate for you. Leave what doesn't for somebody else. Masculine and feminine energies are interchangeable, so take them for how it relates in your story. Don't force anything if it doesn't fit. All right, wow. So the very first card we have coming out for our Taurus reading is the Hierophant, okay? This is Taurus energy. This is Taurus. Okay, so yeah, so very synchronistic message there as far as you know, who we're reading for today. So the Hierophant can represent traditions, values, belief systems, old ways of doing things, marriage, just like those, you know, religion, those typical traditional things that you think of. If you look at the imagery on this Hierophant card, this, by the way, is the Labyrinth tarot deck, so super fun. I will leave it in the description box so you can find it. But he's got a little, looks like a little fairy or something here that he's holding between his fingers. Very interesting imagery that he's got going. So, let's see where this goes, okay? We also have the Three of Wands here. All right, so we're kind of trying to figure out where this person's going, what they want to decide to do, what they're moving towards, what this delay possibly is. We've got a Three of Swords or Three of Feathers reversed. So someone could be making the choice to move away from a heartbreak situation. Maybe there's somebody who's in a position to where they're wanting maybe to marry somebody here with this Hierophant card, but they're like, you know, trying to avoid heartbreak in this situation by maybe perhaps moving towards something else. Let's see what that is. Why are they trying, oh, I was gonna say, why are they trying to avoid heartbreak? And we've got the, oh, let's see, there's several cards here stuck together. We've got Knight of Poles reversed, Knight of Wands reversed. They could possibly feel like somebody's not reciprocating perhaps a passion or at the same level. That could be what that means. This is the Nine of Wands reversed. It's almost like somebody is too tired to add anything more to their plate. This is like the Wounded Warrior card. And so they may have like done a lot of effort in the past or put forth energy into connections or things like that in the past that didn't really come to fruition. And so this is somebody who's just like, I'm tired and I'm trying to avoid becoming more tired, right? The Chariot reversed, Cancerian energy. This is, you know, the Emperor and the Empress riding the chariot. So somebody's definitely got somebody, I think, in mind as their counterpart, but they're just unwilling to move towards that anymore. We'll have to get some details as far as who this counterpart is and why. And this doesn't have to be a relationship, right? This could be work. This could be some sort of family situation. So take it how it resonates for you. But just with the Hierophant coming out and that kind of being tradition, marriage values, the Chariot being like that Emperor, Empress, like, you know, moving forward together into a journey card. And then this avoiding of heartbreak. Heartbreak's a pretty specific card with this three of Wands or Three of Feathers, or sorry, Three of Swords or Three of Feathers here. So, and then just the Wounded Warrior being tired, right? So there's just a lot kind of alluding to like, I'm tired and I don't want to hurt anymore. And we may just need to move on towards something else that's more in alignment for me. So let me ask some questions about who this feminine energy is or who this masculine energy is, whoever this counterpart is for this Taurus energy, for this Hierophant card. What do we need to know about them? Ooh, Queen of Feathers, Queen of Swords. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so, oh, we got something hiding underneath it too. The Four of Junks. This is Four of Pentacles. So this could be, we're asking about who the counterpart is, right? Sorry for my chip nails, by the way. I literally only did these a few days ago, but I work with horses. So I'm going to touch them up though, because I've got a costume contest coming up on Friday and I'm going to be Morticia Adams. So I'm super excited. So disregard that for now. But yeah, Four of Pentacles. So this is like somebody holding close to their chest, keeping things to themselves, not wanting to be real generous. And that would kind of make sense for a Queen of Swords, right? She's much more logical, much more intellectual, of the mind, basically, right? Is feathers and swords, right? So it's just more articulate. We can ask who this Hierophant is, like more what does he represent as far as a masculine energy, because I was kind of very much getting masculine energy from the jump here with this being this guy and this particular, it could be an older gentleman that we're speaking to. It may not be, you know, it could be, for some, it could be an older gentleman looking to pursue maybe a younger queen, and that could be what they're trying to avoid. Like, oh man, it's not worth all the energy that would be put into trying to make a connection work with somebody younger. That may be the message for some people, and for others it may not have to do with age at all. So what does the Queen of Feathers want to tell us about this connection? What's her take on this? We have King of Junk reverse, King of Pentacles reverse. Wow. So here we have the masculine energy coming through, making known as to what they represent in this. And he may not be a King of Junk or a King of Pentacles reversed, but we asked her opinion, right? Her perception. So which is actually interesting that it's coming through as a King of Pentacles, because Pentacles is earth energy and the Hierophant is earth energy, Taurus, right? So that's how we know that this is who that's speaking towards. So, and it's interesting too with this Labyrinth deck that the Pentacles is represented by junk, which I don't think is a mistake. You know, I don't choose, the deck's kind of called to me as far as what I want to use for the reading. And so this could be a message for somebody that by choosing this deck, having the interpretation of coins being junk means this person may not put a lot of, or this queen or whoever may not put a lot of value around money and material things and finances. They might view, you know, money as, you know, a necessary evil kind of thing or something perhaps. So again, take it if it resonates for you. So she doesn't view him as, she views him in the reverse, right? So basically not the type of counterpart she's looking for. So what is the, okay. Yeah, so I was going to say, what does the King of Pentacles or the Hierophant energy, what is he going to choose in this circumstance? And we have the King of Poles reversed, King of Wands. He's just going to quickly remove his passion from this situation, basically. Energy is not being reciprocated, as we saw earlier with that Knight of Wands reversed. So yeah, just pulling his energy back, essentially pulling that passion back. Fate. Ooh, this must be Death card, perhaps. Yeah, a new beginning, a new cycle, starting over. Maybe perhaps meeting someone new. I'm not really sure. But yeah, definitely ending something perhaps that was being built before, because we had that traditions card, right? Maybe something very traditional is being built here and officially, you know, removing the energy. So tell me more about fate. Tell me more about this death card here. What else do we need to know about this new beginning or this new cycle? You know, death doesn't necessarily mean something dying. Ooh, we have the sun. Okay, beautiful. So that Three of Swords reversed energy is very much being met with a counterbalancing energy to that of the sun. This beautiful masculine energy here with the sun. Happiness, abundance, lightness, not having to carry the weight of things. Oh, but we have the Seven of Swords or Seven of Feathers here, and we got Wheel of Fortune. That's very interesting, because this is kind of saying, like, you know, as you have this death cycle and you move into these new opportunities of the Wheel of Fortune, you know, as far as like what luck and destiny can bring you, what, you know, what the opportunities and potentials are with things. It's like you can go anywhere with it, right? There's arrows pointing in every direction here. You can go any direction. And it's going to lead to your happiness is what it seems like. But then we have this Seven of Swords. And this is like totally throwing a monkey wrench into the situation, because this is like a deception card, or like, you know, being truthful to either yourself or to other people. You know, there's something that you're like, we got to ask about that, because this is all making complete sense so far. And then we throw in the Seven of Swords. So we need to ask specifically about what does the Seven of Swords represent in this situation, so we can get some clarity as far as like, because it seems super hopeful and happy, right? And like Eight of Wands. Huh. Okay, so this is clearly its own little thing here. So let me just put these back in the deck. I'm going to shuffle one more time through, and we're going to continue to build clarity around this particular message. Because this is a speed card, moving towards something like quickly with passion. And so it's very interesting that we talked about the king removing their passion, starting this new beginning, but then there's some sort of deceit and it's like moving towards something quickly. What I'm getting is that this could be somebody like, okay, I'm pulling out of this relationship, or that, you know, it's not going to work. I'm going to completely start over. And this may be somebody who actually rushes into a new connection perhaps, but there's not a truth to it in a sense, in that they may be in denial about this old connection still. I'm not sure. Let's see, why the Eight of Wands? What's this rushing? Two of Pentacles reversed. They haven't taken the time to balance something. If you look at this wheel, it's like cracked here. So there's an aspect of this that isn't healed, that isn't, yeah, that just isn't balanced basically. So what are they rushing into? Like, it may not be a connection. It could be rushing into something completely different. What are they moving so quickly towards that they haven't balanced themselves out first beforehand prior to, that's leading to some sort of like inner deception or outer deception? Ace of Poles reversed. Somebody may just really not be ready. This Hierophant King of Pentacles may not be ready to move into a new passionate beginning just yet. Two of Cups reversed. King of Pots reversed. King of Cups reversed. Knight of Cups reversed. Huh. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's somebody, yeah, they're wanting to move into a new passion. They want to find somebody else, but they have not balanced out, because Two of Cups is like a harmony and balance card too. It can also speak to, you know, an emotional connection, a Two of Cups relationship, right? And then we've got the King of Pots and the Knight of Pots reversed. It's really interesting too, earlier in the reading, that we had the King of, so this is King of Cups, by the way, this Knight of Cups. So we have King of Cups reversed, Knight of Cups reversed, and then earlier in the reading we had King of Wands reversed and Knight of Wands reversed. So it's very interesting how there's like Knight and King energy, and they're coming out like sort of at the same time. And so it's interesting that both of them are connecting with one another as they're kind of in this reversal. So I could take this more literally as like, this is just, because with the Knight of Cups reversed, the Knight of Cups is a very slow moving knight. And so with that being reversed, it can kind of allude to that Eight of Wands that we talked about as far as rushing into something quickly. So this is somebody kind of being not emotionally ready with the King of Pots reversed and moving into something quickly. That's kind of a literal interpretation of this. And with that Ace of Poles reversed, it just kind of says, you know, that the passion, the new beginning in passion is just not quite there yet. So I guess we can ask if this is actually a person, that it could just be the idea of moving into a new connection and starting fresh. But let's ask if there actually is somebody that this energy represents as far as moving towards in this quick fashion. Seven of Cups reversed. It's like they want to do this, but there's not the amount of options that they would hope to be able to find with this. I've got a bunch of cards that jumped out here. Let's just see what I can pull from these really quickly, because this is already getting to be a little kind of long, so I'm going to cut it off here pretty soon, but we'll see what my immediate interpretation of these cards is as I pull them, because we've got a whole stack here. So so they're wanting to move into this thing quickly, right? But they're feeling like maybe there's not the level of options or choice, or they don't want to make that choice. There's like that internal battle. Hermit reversed. This could represent a Virgo energy, more earth sign, or this could just simply mean somebody trying to, you know, work towards coming out of their shell, to be open to the potential of new options. Ace of Pots, Ace of Cups, but it's upright. So this could be somebody trying really hard, actually. They're moving quickly, but they're also trying hard as far as wanting to start over in a new emotional beginning. We have Six of Junk, Six of Pentacles. What's really important to them here, and I'm also getting this too with this Two of Swords, they really want a reciprocating energy. They want somebody who's going to be able to give equally to them in a balanced way. Yeah, they just want it to feel reciprocated, and they don't want to have to feel indecisive as far as like settling for somebody who's not going to meet them at the level of, you know, that they bring to the table, essentially. Page of Pots. Okay, so what this is feeling like, this is a progression. So what I'm seeing with these cards, the energy I'm getting is like, this is the storyline. This is sort of like how this unfolds essentially. And so it's like, okay, someone's excited for a new beginning. Somebody wants to like, okay, you know what, start over. Like, I'm going to run towards like a new emotional fulfillment. I'm going to be fun. I'm going to have the sun. It's going to be great. We're going to go, right? And then this is like, okay, but let's slow down for a second because I don't want to settle, right? I don't want to have to become, you know, feeling like I'm in an indecisive place of choosing someone who just kind of is there, you know, who isn't going to reciprocate at the level that I need. And then we have Page of Pots. This is Page of Cups. This is a more youthful, not youthful necessarily, but it's like beginning stages of like a new emotion and excitement, but it's like, it's very reserved, right? Because we had, remember I talked about the King and the Knight, as far as Wands and Cups coming out earlier in the reverse. So it's like it showed that there wasn't that emotional readiness. And here it's like, okay, we're starting to develop that emotional readiness, but it's at a very like sort of beginning stage level with this Page of Cups. Okay, so somebody's like, okay, let me just rein this back in for a second, see where I'm really at emotionally with things. Four of Junk. Or is this Junk? Yeah, I think this is Four of Junk, yeah. So we got this out earlier, Four of Pentacles. Somebody's starting to kind of hold back a little bit, right? Like, hold on a second. This is just confirming what I just said. Holding back. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I've got my assets and wits about me so that I don't, you know, just jump into something that's not reciprocating again because that hurt. That sucked, right? Let's avoid that. Page of Feathers. Interesting. So this person so the person that we're getting, that King of Junk, or how she interpreted him in the beginning, right? That Queen of Feathers, Queen of Swords. He's actually a very passionate and emotional king. So we didn't really ask who he was coming through as directly. It really came out that he was like that, you know, King of Cups, King of Wands energy reversed. She had that interpretation of him being a King of Pentacles reversed. So she sees him associated with money somehow. I think he sees himself associated with passion and emotion more so. And so as we're kind of following the timeline of this character and how he's going to handle this new, you know, death energy in this new situation where he's trying to move into something else, we're seeing the Page of Feathers now. So very interesting. It's the beginning stages of like that more intellectual perspective, that more thinking things through, being more rational about things, being more decisive and coming from a place of that type of, you know, perspective. So less passion, less emotion, which is very interesting because that's what that Queen of Feathers, you know, swords, very intellectual, very, you know, logical, decisive. So it's interesting that he's starting to kind of put aside this passion and this emotion so much in this new beginning, and he's starting to embrace more of that energy in which she embodied. So I'm very curious. I might have to ask one final question after I go through these couple cards to see if this will kind of bring her back around to him now that they're more in a feathers energy together. Let's see though, because this is only a page, right? A queen is still not going to find a page of feathers to be adequate either, right? So let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 feathers. And then we've got, this is 10. This is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, this is 9. I'm not the best with Roman numerals, so sometimes I just count, right? 9 of Cups reversed, 9 of Swords upright. Okay, so not happy. Not happy. Why are we still worried and not happy? Let's ask. Why the worry? Why not the happiness? Is it because this king... Oh, the Empress reversed. Reminds me of that Chariot reversed earlier, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. This is 7. 2. So the conflict is that it's like they're trying to change who they are or their perspective of something. They're trying to change something and then it's still not bringing them their happiness. They're like up late at night with like just thoughts and not feeling gratitude and present with that 9 of Cups reversed. And the conflict energy here with the 7 of Wands, conflict, right, is like almost like beating back thoughts of like this Empress to them, which is the Queen of Feathers, I think, just not receiving them. So I'm going to ask directly before we end this, does the Queen of Feathers or Empress energy start to kind of come around for this king as he shifts into this more feathers energy and he's less emotional and passionate? Like Does she come back around for him? Let's see. Page of Feathers. I think the answer to that might be no, because what I had said earlier was page energy is not enough to meet at a queen level. Is he going to stay in this page energy, or is he going to kind of start to become Ace of Pools reverse? This one didn't really jump out. It kind of was sitting at the top of the deck as I was shuffling. Is he going to... It could just be saying no, he's not ready to go back into that passion yet, and who he is because of the rejection. The Sun. Oh my gosh, this came out again. This is so interesting. So we really don't need to worry about this Hierophant energy, okay? This Taurus energy is totally fine. They've got the Sun on the way. They are going to be happy. So this like up late at night with like negative thoughts and worried or like concern about this Empress not, you know, or this Queen of Feathers not meeting them at the same passionate emotional level is really not going to be a concern, because the end thing here is the Sun. So it's like this person at this time, you know, again, readings are timeless. So this can be, doesn't have to be at this moment, right? This isn't going to be a past energy when you're listening to this. It's going to be a present energy when you're listening to this. So it's just saying at this time, there's going to be that detachment from the normal self as far as emotion and passion for this king, but that's okay because this is temporary. This is a temporary sort of Page of Feathers energy, being more logical about things. They will move into the Sun and they will be their true selves again. But as far as the timeline to that, it's going to be kind of a mystery here. I may start working into extended readings, perhaps. If that's a request, drop in the comment if you're interested in extended readings, because I totally would build onto this and ask more questions. But we are at our time limit here, so I appreciate you for tuning in. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time.